Because even if it's paid, for example, and obviously now there's a less reliance or need for them to sell your data for money, they can still use your data to make money. Now we're going on to monetizing data. In this instance of them monetizing the data, it's not necessarily to sell your data, but this is something that could be leveraged. So imagine I've got a company, and let's say in my company I've got a website. You can think of any product or service that we're selling there, but for my company, my website, we do 100,000 visitors per month. And let's say a lot of these people are subscribed or they pay somehow to interact with the website. But now, if I want more funding for my company, or I want to scale up or something, this data that I have, just by knowing there are 100,000 people, regular users that come, we can break that down into demographics and all those things. But this data, I can now, I can use this for leverage. For example, if I need funding, I can go to a funder and say, Mr. Magwenshu, I've got this company, I've got this product. This is what we're trying to do. We want to scale up and all. We need more money to do A, B, and C. But now you want to ask me, or you want to know, about your investment, how secure it is, and all, those type of points, your due diligence on your end. But I feel like it's so much easier for me to, if we're using the investment use case, it's so much easier for me to actually even sit at the table with possible investors because I have all this information. It's sort of like my books too. It's sort of like the numbers, so they can see the value. And like sort of from something like that, they can know, okay, for the past 6 to 9 months, you've done a constant 100,000 or so around about that area. And now we're looking to how can we get this up to 150? How can we get this up to 250? And like for them, there's already tangible information. We can see the data as an asset to the company. Yes. So this is another way that they're monetizing their asset now, essentially.
The asset is then the intellectual property or then, as you say, the data as well, and how you use the data.
Yes, and from this data now, we'll be going to, when we talk about data, there is 3 phases of data, and you transform data through all these phases. So firstly, you get the actual raw data, which could be just numbers, and it won't be like your name, surname, and cell phone number. It will be just random, the raw data. And so you just get raw data, and now you need to transform that raw data into information. And the transformation of this raw data could be now the information is we extract from the data is now I get to see, okay, Odwa Magwenshu, and then your place of work, maybe, any other pieces of information that we can get from that data. So I say your name, surname, cell phone number, address, things of that nature. So now from just having raw data, we could have just been tables and rows. Think of an Excel spreadsheet with just like lists of names and random things that don't really make sense. So the transformation to information, we're making a bit more sense out of it. From this whole raw list of numbers and data, we got a few names out. So maybe we're able to create a table with, user profiles. So your personal information, things like that. So now we've transformed data into information. And now the third and final piece of transforming data is, transforming the information to knowledge. So what can we glean from this? So all this data, we've got to say people's names and their contact details and all. The knowledge we can gain from that is probably to say, okay, there's a list of 10 people that we have from the information table, and it is 6 males, 4 females, We can break that down into the demographics, where you live, which industry you work in, and all this, all this type of. Now we've got knowledge on all these people, as opposed to just names. Because names, surnames, and phone numbers, yes, you can do something with that, but now we've extracted a bit more value. So I think, if you look at the knowledge as the value. And now we know exactly, where Odwa is or which area of Joburg, for example, we can find you are, and the demographics based on this list of 10 people. And now we've gone through transforming just a raw flat file of just numbers and things that didn't make sense into names, contact details, and to finally now we've broken that down into, like I said, your location, could be your LSM, and and now we have information. And with this information now is we can go monetize this too, so we can analyze information, figure out, okay, if we were selling products, and we were just selling. We've got 5 products, and all we're doing is marketing these products to everyone on our list. Now that we have this information, we know that Odwa is only not only, but our best use of resources would be to just market these 3 products to Odwa, And you see now already, from us just marketing 3 out of the 5 products to you, we are saving money from not doing the extra 2, because that has no value to you, obviously, and we're more likely to maybe sign you on or to get you to action out whatever we want from you, because we've given you focused information. We've just given you. So this is sort of some of the touch points you can do and get. And I'm sorry now I've been touching on all these different things, but I feel like they all just work together, man. If you're talking about your privacy, monetization, and also, I think I've just walked you through, a whole full circle to some degree of how all these things are interconnected.
100%. I mean, that's exactly, and I've been taking down notes as you're speaking. And exactly what you have been speaking about is similar to what a lot of these fourth industrial revolution leading companies, quote unquote, have been doing. I give you, the prime example is Amazon, of course, where they've been using data they've been collecting over the years to make the systems of client satisfaction very efficient, as you were saying, and how, because we know who to target, we make that efficiency a priority. As you said, with the data where you can build an audience, there is no better example of that than Fortnite, where you have, and that's a great strategy by Epic Games, where they captivated an audience, and then they now give these small microtransactions, and then they keep the client on the loop. And then a third, and also it wouldn't be a technique something about stocks if I don't mention Tesla, where you have a company that works there now on gradual improvements, and then they build that strong base. Because right now, Tesla's momentum is, to be honest, is based on a strong following of the company or the brand.
Yes.
And